Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Monica. I like to post anti-MLMs, that's anti-multi-level marketing, and some true crime content here on this channel. So if any of that interests you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around. In today's video, I am bringing you anti-MLM content, so of course, just as a disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only and just my opinions. I'm bringing you part 2 of my Q Sciences series, I guess you can kind of call it that. I just ran out of time with part 1 and I didn't want to make it super long. It was already long enough as it was. So I wanted to react to some Q Sciences reps and some posts and videos and stuff that I came across during my research because I just wanted to see what they had to say about their company. If you don't know much about Q Sciences, they are an MLM company, of course, and they sell health and wellness supplements. They also have a hemp line. They think that their products are innovative. Their MLM isn't like the other MLMs. And every time that I'm going to say that from now on, I'm just going to think of this one meme. I'll pop it up on the screen of, I'm not like the other MLMs. I'm a cool MLM. So I love that meme. Anyway, if there are any weird noises, I just recently got, this is really off topic, but I just recently got a Tamagotchi. Actually, it went to the bathroom, so I should probably clean that up. But I just got a Tamagotchi and we are currently on day 4. So the Tamagotchi is now 4 years old and 35 pounds, and I'm going to try to keep it alive for much longer than I could when I was a little kid. So if you hear any noises, like any beeping, it's a Tamagotchi, but I don't want it to die. So that's why it's right next to me. And of course, I do also have my dogs in here with me. So if you hear tip tapping, snoring, that kind of a thing, they're in here with me too. But I wanted to start off by saying there was one video that had some juicy information in it, and I took a screenshot of the account because I didn't have enough time to screen record it. And when I went back to take a screen recording of it, the person made their profile private. So I was super bummed about that because they made some income claims in there. And yeah, so you can just either take my word for it or you don't have to believe me. That's fine. It's entirely up to you. If you watch part 1 of my Q Sciences series, in that video I went over the kids club and I went over how they have kids products and things like that, how much I don't like that. I've even made an entire video that dove into MLMs targeting minors back in November. I think it was November that I made that video of 2020. So I have an issue whenever there's children involved, whenever children are being used as props. I talked about this in my Matilda Jane video as well, in that series where some of the reps were using their kids as models and stuff. And I have an issue with that. Now, if you're going to do that, I'm really trying not to judge anyone here, but I don't know. I feel like they're being a little exploitative of their children, because are their children getting paid for these posts, or you know what I mean? So anyway, as Tara Christine here on YouTube would say, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So she's another great commentary channel. If you guys like commentary, highly recommend her channel. But this post, it says Monday Boost, and I'm assuming this is the rep's 3 children. Monday Boost. All natural B12, D3, C+ sprays get us all energized and on the go in the AM. Kid friendly too, clearly. Join our Q Sciences family night this evening. Details on stories. So you're having a family night with the company that you work for, even though these reps swear that they're their own business owner and they run their own business, but you're making a family night out of your MLM. Now, I don't know what that family night was because I didn't watch the stories. I don't know what the family night was. It could have easily been something completely harmless. But just the fact that you have to use your children along with the MLM company that you work for, it just really bugs me. It really, truly bugs me. Then there's this other rep who I have to say, she is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to be blurring out her face, obviously, and her name, but she is like, her skin, flawless and just absolutely stunning. But the caption says, guess what? I secretly almost joined a completely different company. They are also a health and wellness company, and everything seemed pretty great until my sweet friend at so-and-so started posting about this new company she joined and how within a couple monthly, I'm assuming she meant within a couple months, she quadrupled what she was making in her prior company. I immediately asked her to send over the compensation plan for me to just look at. Well, I compared her comp plan to the other company I was about to join, and hers blew the other companies out of the water. I waited 2 months before joining her, and my only regret is not signing up when she first sent it to me. In all honesty, at the time, I'm not going to say the name, but a person wasn't working and we couldn't afford for me to start a new business that I've never even done before. Fast forward 4 months in, and I'm hitting the 6th rank in the company and not only helping my family financially, but also paying off loads of debt we accumulated while someone was in school. So the one part in here where it says how her only regret is not signing up before she signed up. This is something we hear from MLM reps all the time, that, oh, I just regret not signing up sooner. It's normal. You hear that in every single MLM. But then for her to say that they've been able to do so many great things, she's hit the 6th rank in the company, and now she's able to help her family financially by paying off loads of debt we accumulated while someone was in school. So that's great that you're able to pay off debt, but how many people have made it to that 6th rank in your company? How many people have made it there? Do you know the percentage of how many people made it to that rank? First of all. Second of all, the whole paying off debt thing. They have a financial freedom movement thing where on their compensation plan, this is just like a really quick, brief gist of it. They have one portion where the company will actually, instead of you having that car allowance for the free car that's not actually free, they'll put that money towards, you'll get a certain kind of bonus. I think if I remember correctly, it was like $100 or something at the end of the month, but you could take that $100 and you could put it towards qualifying debt. Now, I don't know for sure what qualifies as debt for this bonus with Q Sciences, but the rep that explained the comp plan in the last video, she said that they paid their mortgage. This person might be able to pay off loans and stuff like that. So I'm not 100% sure what's covered and what's not with Q Sciences. But these are things that people want to do, and it's just, in my opinion, even though this rep might not be doing this purposely, she might be doing this because this is her story, this is her why. And that's understandable. It's your story, your reason why you joined the company. But other people, this is, in a sense, preying on the vulnerable. Like I said, this rep might not even know that she's doing it. But because you're targeting people who are in the same situation as you, who might have a lot of debt that they want to pay off. That's how I was targeted for Mary Kay. I was in a ton of credit card debt and student loan debt when I was targeted for Mary Kay. And even though I didn't have enough money, I didn't even have enough money on my credit cards at the time because they were all maxed out. I didn't even have enough money on those credit cards. And there was one that I was paying down that I wasn't putting anything on it. I actually even chopped up that credit card so that I wouldn't put anything on it because I just wanted to pay it off. Interest rate was astronomical. But anyway, somehow this Mary Kay upline of mine got me to sign up for a Mary Kay credit card in order to put my starter kit along with over $1,000 worth of inventory on that credit card. After I told her that I have student loan debt and I have a lot of debt, I can't afford this. Well, you'll make your money back. This is, in a sense, I guess you could say indirectly doing the same thing because she's not actually speaking to anybody one-on-one like how my upline did, but she made this public post. Now this next one, this video, some people are going to say it's cringy. Some people are going to say, oh, it's kind of cute. I think it's a little bit of a mixture of both. I can see where the rep was going with this. It is a bit cringy, but I also think at the same time, it's a little cute. It's a little cute in like a dad joke kind of a way, like a little bit. But the caption says, need that peace and calming feeling stat, kids, jobs, in-laws. Let's just watch it.
Sometimes you just need to get away and to get calm. how old they are.
So, like I said, I think it's a little cute and a little cringy. Some of you are going to completely disagree with me and say, Monica, what are you talking about? It's 110% cringy. I don't know. I appreciate where she was going with that. I do. And the thing is with the product, when you take like a CBD oil and their words, they're calling it a hemp oil line or whatever. The carrier oil is hemp oil. But when you have something like that, it's no matter how their biosync technology works and that it's fast absorbing and stuff like that, it's not going to work that instantly. Like you literally take a drop and then you're like, oh, I'm good now. It's not going to work that instantly. So to anyone watching that who thinks that that's how it works, it's not going to happen that instantly. The last clip that I wanted to react to was the rep that talked about the compensation plan in my deep dive video for Q Sciences. This is the same exact rep. And in this, you're going to see, but she's targeting, I would say she's targeting moms because of how she talks about how she's in mom mode and stuff like that while she's talking about the opportunity. What I'm going to say is I know that I have people that watch me who are really anti-kid and can't stand screaming children or anything like that. Towards the end of this video of hers, the kid gets a little fussy. So if that's something you can't listen to, you probably will only be able to watch a little bit of it in the beginning. But I just wanted to give out fair warning because I know there are some people that really just cannot stand that. So let's just watch this.
Hello. Okay, it's gonna be really short because I'm in mom mode right now. So I have no idea what's gonna happen behind me. Anything could happen at this point. Pantsless kids, you name it, anything could happen. But almost 2 years ago, in just a couple days, I made a huge decision for my family, and it was not emotional. If it were an emotional decision, I wouldn't have made it. My emotions were drawing me to stay where I was just because I'm a loyalist and that would have been more comfortable for me. But I made a business decision. We, as a company, are kind of becoming a little infamous right now between a lot of stuff, but it's because we are growing so fast. We are making waves. And it's not going to stop.
Whenever someone says making waves now, I just think of Savannah Marie or Mommy Tsunami and Make Waves Babes. So I just had to plug that in here because that's what I think of every single time that someone says that. But for her to say that they're becoming infamous and like all this other stuff, how are they becoming infamous? But I've never heard of them before until I did the research for this. And I'm constantly researching MLM stuff. But anyway, let's get back to it.
And I just wanted to come on here and tell you the 4 reasons, because they're really simple. I'm a pretty simple person. I had a checklist. My husband always makes fun of me because give me a checklist and I am a happy person. Give me a system, I'm a happy person. Give me the rules, I can follow them. And I had a checklist of what was non-negotiable for me to make a good business decision for my family because it was important to us. So there was 4 things that I was looking for and 4 reasons why I chose the company I chose. Now, I was told I would fail. I was told it's a fad. I was told the grass is not greener. All of the things which I totally get. But if you look back on my last 24 months, my last 2 years, you will know that I made the right business decision for myself and my family. We have made over $1 million in commissions. That's deposited into the bank, not future money, actually in there. Okay. We've helped over 30 people earn.
So is that million that she's talking about that was deposited, is that over the course of these 2 years that she was in it? Also, another question that I would have is how much of that is your take home? How much of that did you actually keep? Or did you have to use it for expenses, taxes, that kind of a thing? I would also be interested in knowing what MLM companies she did before because she said, I think she's been in network marketing or multi-level marketing, social selling, whatever you want to call it, for 6 years total. And she made the decision to switch to Q Sciences, and it was a good decision. So I would be curious to know what other companies she was a part of, because I mean, what Q Sciences sells is not really anything new. I'm sorry if there's a lot of jump cuts, but my dogs literally just keep walking back and forth and then messing with each other here in this room. So I'm just so sorry. I would be interested because with Q Sciences, their products really aren't anything new. It's nothing that we haven't seen before. Along with that, I mean, maybe the comp plan and maybe the way that the reps get paid is a little bit better. Maybe because they haven't been around for as long as Arbonne, for example, because Arbonne's been around for decades. Herbalife, that's another one. So maybe because they haven't been around for the same amount of time, the market isn't as saturated. So maybe that's why she's seeing a bigger, I guess you could say, more money. She's seeing a bigger paycheck than she did in previous companies because maybe it's just not as saturated as it was before. Then there was another thing I wanted to point out. She already said all the things and just wanted to hop on here. Those are typical things that MLM reps say. And yeah, it has nothing to do with the video, but I just wanted to point it out.
Earn a 6-figure annual commission. One of those is now earning 6-figure monthly, which is amazing. It's been really fun to watch the people who trusted me win and win really big. We have an insanely fast growing team and company. We are in huge momentum, and every single month our company breaks its sales from the month before. Every single month. Okay.
I wonder if that has to do with the fact that your guys' teams are growing, because you just said that her team's growing. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that your teams are growing, so the MLM company now has more customers, because MLM reps are their best customers. They are required to purchase every single month, whether that be putting something on auto ship, which the company's still going to get money from, or buying products, because you have to be a product of the product. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Also, I wonder if her being happy that she's helping other people has to do with the fact that she makes commissions off of those people that she's helping. And she might very well think that she truly is helping people. And I'm not trying to be condescending or anything like that by putting things in air quotes or anything like that. But it's just, we hear it all the time. All the time. You're not helping people. You might be helping that one person who is making you a ton of money, who may not be losing money. They might not be losing money. If they're at the tippy top, they might not be losing the same amount of money as the people at the bottom. But you're really not helping people, because you're just getting people stuck in this hamster wheel of an MLM company, of having to constantly make rank every single month. And if you watched part 1, or if you watch my Going for Broke with Paparazzi video, they have this rule with Q Sciences. It's the same exact thing as Paparazzi, where it's called, in Paparazzi it's called the 1/3 rule, but pretty much you have with Q Sciences, if I'm remembering correctly, there's 3 legs, and you can actually max out a leg. So let's say that these 3 people under you, let's say that one of them is doing amazing, and they just by themselves made your organizational volume, or whatever they call it with Q Sciences. Well, if those other 2 people didn't make a certain amount, because you can only take so much volume from each leg. So each leg has to do their part. It's not just, oh, this one leg did really great, so I don't have to worry about the other 2. No, they all have to do great.
Okay, the proof is in the pudding. We are on fire and it's not stopping, and we are about to set the industry on fire with the multiple announcements we have coming over the next 3 months. I'm talking like you've never seen a compensation plan. You've never seen one like the one we have now, but just wait. Just wait. Wait, it's gonna be insane. Okay, 4 reasons why I chose the company that I chose to align with. Number 1, timing. I do not care what anybody tells you. Timing is an edge. You cannot recreate it. You cannot reproduce it. Timing is timing for one stretch of time, and that's it. Think about Bitcoin. If you had the opportunity to buy Bitcoin when it was $1, would you have bought it? It's at $60,000 per Bitcoin right now. I know this because my husband is absolutely obsessed. And there was a story about this one guy years and years ago who traded 10,000 Bitcoin for somebody to deliver him a pizza to his house. That's like, I don't even want to do the math. It's a lot of money, right? Uh-oh. See, told you, anything could happen. We're in mom mode. But you cannot tell me that timing is not an edge, because we all know that it is. People research, literally research the timing that we have now. If we're talking S-curve, we're down here ready to go straight up the S-curve. That's the kind of timing that we have. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I was going to partner with a ground floor company, because not only does it give me a bigger edge, it gives the people that are going to join me and trust me a bigger edge. You want to say hi? She's such a little ham. Say hi. I'm eating crackers. Okay, timing. It's huge. Number 2, compensation plan. It is not fair to work your hiney off for something and not get compensated for the time you put in. Hold on. Mom mode. Okay. Compensation plan. I wanted to find a comp plan that made sense. I knew holes in a comp plan. I knew what I was not looking for, and I knew what I was looking for. This is a compensation plan I have never seen in my life. I will never be naive enough to say that we have the best, because I have not looked at all of the compensation plans that exist out there in the world, but I will tell you, up to this day, I have never seen a comp plan like ours. We pay out 48 to 50% of company sales back to the ambassadors, okay? We get paid infinite levels down, all volume, right? All orders, customer and ambassador orders count. We're a volume-based compensation plan, and I've had people try to knock our comp plan because we only build 3 legs, which if you want to know more about this, I'm happy to explain or send you a video. And they try to knock it because it's like, we build, we stack. You guys, you feel like Santa Claus on Christmas when you get to drop a bunch of volume under a team member and literally help them rank up on the spot. How is that a bad thing? It's like the best thing about our comp plan, because I feel like I actually get to help the people I recruit with my recruiting skills. It's such a blessing. And think about this, timing. Can you imagine if we got paid every level down, all volume counts, and we are in the beginning stages of momentum, and we've got...
People knock the comp plan probably because if you look at it, it's clear as day that you're going to make an exponential amount of money, way more with building a team than with just selling the product. And with an MLM, you should be focusing on the product. It should not be all about recruitment. And the things that she's saying in this video is almost identical to what she said in the comp plan video that I played for you guys in part 1 of this series. In addition, she is definitely marketing towards moms, because as you can see, she's talking about mom mode. She's feeding her kid while she's doing this video. Then the kid gets a little fussy and she's walking around with the kid in her arm and the phone in the other. So clearly she's trying to show you that, yeah, you can still do this even if you are a mom, even if your kid is fussy. She's probably not 100% doing that on purpose, at least that, because the kid's fussy. When the kid's fussy, that's just part of life. But yeah, she's clearly targeting moms.
And we've got 5 more years of this explosive growth. Can you imagine what that would look like in 10 years from now if you're getting paid literally on every level down times infinity? Seriously, y'all, wrap your head around that. It's kind of crazy. Okay, number 3, systems. Systems are so important. Why? Do you know what to do when somebody joins your company as an ambassador, as a business builder, do you know what to do to effectively train them, whether they've done network marketing before or not, in a way that is duplicatable? Meaning, in a way, when your team mushrooms, like mine has, to, I don't know, 15 to 20,000 reps, that it's not me in every situation making the growth occur. That it's a simple duplicatable system that I can then teach to my leaders who teach to their leaders who teach to their leaders, so that if I don't know, wanted to go on vacation or have a baby or step away for a week, that my business wouldn't crumble because it's a simple duplicatable system that I can teach.
So let me ask her this question. She's talking about how she's trying to, because number 3 is systems. And she's saying how she wants to build it a certain way so that she can step away for a week and not have to worry about her business crumbling. But I thought MLMs give you time freedom. I thought that they give you financial freedom. And I thought that you guys hate on 9 to 5 so much, so you should do an MLM. You should start your own business with an MLM. But with 9 to 5s, it depends on the office, it depends on who you work for and stuff. But for the 9 to 5s that I worked for, starting paid time off was 2 weeks vacation time. For some places, it's 1 week vacation time, paid vacation time. And then you get your personal time and your sick time. Some companies don't do personal time, but they do sick time that you get paid for. I would much rather stay with my 9 to 5, knowing that I'm maybe going to get a week off with this MLM because she's building it to the point where she can take a week off. But when I worked for an office, I didn't have to build anything. I got that time after being at the company for a certain amount of time, and then when I went on vacation, I went on vacation. So for these reps to constantly talk about how much they hate 9 to 5s and all that kind of stuff, well, you're not going to convince me to join this MLM company if I only get a week off, 1 week off, when they're sitting here and promoting it as time freedom. No, ma'am.
It was important to me, not only a simple system, but one that was consistent. I interviewed, y'all. I turned over every stone before I joined this company. And I asked, what is your system? What is your duplication? How many people are winning? And is your system consistent? I did not want a system that changed every month and confused the crap out of everybody. So, happy to say, with some minor improvements here and there, because my skill set has grown tremendously in the last 2 years, our system is the same. And I know what to do. With every single new person that joins me, I know how to train them and teach them to show them how to have success. Now, they have to come with work ethic, and they have to come with discipline. They have to do the things we have to do to have success, but I know the actions for them to take. And number 4, mentorship. And yes, of course, we have amazing products. Don't even try to knock our products. People say all the time, but I never even see you post about the products. Let me tell you why. Because our products are a given. We have over 70% of our sales are customers in the company, okay? And we have an 84.7% retention rate over a 4-month period on our products. We sell as a team over 2 million in volume, which is probably close to like 3.5 million in actual sales every single month. Okay, so our products are amazing. That's a given. Not even going to talk about that. Mentorship, though. Mentorship is important. We have the opportunity in our company, or I guess this is something that was so important to me. I have access to some of the best trainers in the industry of network marketing. In fact, our president pretty much is a legend in network marketing, and he reaches down into the field. Look, say hi. You see your cute little self? He reaches down into the field to actually train the field in his company to have success. That's insane. The mentorship here is crazy. And you know what's awesome about it? Because we get paid the same on every level down, it doesn't matter where somebody falls in your team. It benefits you just the same to help every single person. Now I know, as a good human being, no matter what, I would want to help somebody. But I've run into this problem before in network marketing where you're just a little bit too far down in somebody's downline to where it doesn't make sense for them business-wise to help you. That is not the case here. Okay, I told you guys this was mom life. And this little girl needs to eat. You're so cute. Anyways, love you guys. I'll talk to you later.
I'm pretty sure that her child is like, Mom, please stop talking about your pyramid scheme. But anyway, I'm sorry. I had to say that. It has nothing to do with anything, and I'm very sorry, but I had to say it. The thing that she's talking about, mentors and mentorship, that kind of thing, we hear that in every single MLM. Every single MLM is now talking about a mentorship and how I'm going to mentor you and give you the tools to success. Well, at one point she talked about how she asked how many people in your company are winning, talking about Q Sciences. Well, she never presents that information to us. So how do we know that people in your company are winning? In addition to that as well, when she made the comment of, don't even talk to me about the products. Like, you guys always say that I never talk about the products. You should be talking about the products because that's part of the MLM. If the product really did speak for itself, they wouldn't have to go through an MLM structure to sell the product. They could just sell it on the shelves of either drugstores or supplement places, or even just online through their own online website. They wouldn't need you and the rest of your team. So if this product spoke for itself, it wouldn't be an MLM. So why are you not speaking about the product? That's a problem because you're in an MLM. You're not in a pyramid scheme. You're in an MLM. You should be talking about the product. You shouldn't be only talking about the opportunity because that's just going to send red flags, and that's going to be like, okay, then this is probably more of a pyramid scheme than an MLM. Or we could say it's tiptoeing on the verge, allegedly, in my opinion, because I don't want to get sued. But you have to talk about the product when you're in an MLM company. So does she not sell products? Does she only recruit people? Because if all of that money that you talked about, what was it, 2 million or something? If all of that money that you talked about is just from recruiting, you're gonna eventually run out of people to recruit. Your recruits are going to eventually run out of people to recruit. And you're going to have market saturation. So you're going to have to sell the product, not just the opportunity. That's how it works with multi-level marketing companies. You have to sell the product. The opportunity should be the second thing that you go over, not the first thing. And not the only thing that you go over. So that's a little worrisome to me. Because clearly she's really high up in the triangle-like structure. Because they have her on the website. She's talking about her giant team. Things like that. So you guys let me know what you thought of this series, my Q Sciences series, part 1 and part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, please watch it. I know it's very long, but please watch it. It's a good one. There's a lot of really good information in there. And I'll see you guys next time. So if you have watched up to here, thank you so much for watching. This is Monica reporting to you live from a highway. Bye.